What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So on today's video, we're doing rating my subscribers and followers cars. This is going to be a great episode. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for checking out the channel. If you're a returning viewer, love y'all. This is going to be a pretty funny one. So I decided to post this a few days ago asking for people to submit their photos. If you guys want to be on a future episode of this, please check the link in the description. I'll have my email there. Submit like 2 to 3 high quality photos and I'll be sure to feature you guys on a future upload. But nonetheless, this is Sheba, my baby, my little pitty. We rescued her about a year ago. But nonetheless, we're going to hop right over to the computer and get this video going. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next clip. All right, guys, we are back in front of the computer. So without further ado, we're going to hop right into this. First and foremost, we got my boy, Marlin. Love you, brother. So this is his GLI. This thing is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but nonetheless, I think it is fantastic. So I'm a big fan of stance cars, but I also like fast cars. So don't worry, I'm impartial. This looks amazing. His fitment is top notch. It is top quality, if I do say so. But this thing looks fantastic. Now, personally, this body style is not my favorite body style of Volkswagens. I don't know too much about them, but nonetheless, his fitment is dialed. This thing is extremely loud. It is quick too, so believe it or not, I think this one makes good power. I don't know the exact numbers, but I've been in it. Sounds great. The two-step is ridiculous. I mean, that's a Volkswagen thing. I think this is the 1.8 turbo, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully, I am not speaking out of terms. But he has the Leon Harderit, hopefully I'm saying that right, wheels with some super aggressive lips, and they are chrome, which is just beautiful. I see a lot of people doing polish and they don't upkeep them, whereas with chrome, he got it perfect. Now, I always joke with him that these look like dinner plates, but low-key, this is like the only car I've ever seen that could pull off this wheel. Typically, I would just want to throw those in a dumpster and set it on fire, but they look really good on this car. He is, you guys can tell here, supposedly with these Volkswagens, it's actually very difficult to get camber, so I know he spent quite a bit of time to get this dialed in, and it turned out really good. He's taken home some awards, so shout out to him. I know he has some cool things coming. I don't want to spoil anything for it, but he's my dude. It is a Jetta. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't want to butcher it because I know there's like Passat and all that stuff, but he has a lot of camber. This thing is gorgeous. Love him to death. This car, I'm going to give it a solid 8. In terms of Volkswagens, this thing is like a 9. I'm saving 10s for like perfect cars, so I'm going to try to be as realistic as possible. Stance, it's because of that he's so high up there with getting that fitment, so I'm going to give him a solid 8. Once he does some of the other things he talked about, this thing is seriously going to be one of the cleanest Volkswagens in the country. So Marlin, love you, buddy. Appreciate you sending this in. Also, whoever took these photos is pretty decent. Just playing. But beautiful car, bro. Hope you're doing well. Hope I get to see you soon. Appreciate you submitting those photos. Next up, we got vcechris. Huge fan of your work, man. Here are some photos of my cars. You can please rate my photography skills too. I appreciate it a lot. Well, buddy, I can do that for you. So I love these Lexuses. Now, I believe this is an IS350 or IS300. One of the two. And this does appear to be the F Sport. These taillights are one of my favorite taillights in the game. It looks so good. I did a photo shoot in Colorado with one, and shout out to Taylor if he's watching this. Probably not, but nonetheless, this thing looks good. It looks like he is on some work vcechris, I believe. Roof rack, that does look nice. Those I'm kind of hit or miss on, but it does kind of work with this car. Looks like you have titanium tips, carbon fiber diffuser. This, I believe, is the F Sport. Looks like you do have some aftermarket vented fenders. Photo-wise, these look great. I love kind of a nighttime, moody aesthetic, so this looks very good. Also a big fan of the wheel color combo. I can't tell if this is like a rose gold or like an orange. Looks kind of like an orange-ish rose gold. I'm a big fan. Fitment is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of tucking. I think that it's underrated. A lot of people go fender to lip, but this looks killer. I mean, you were tucking a good portion of that upper wheel. That looks great. F Sport front bumper is one of the best front bumpers in the game. You cannot change my mind. That looks so good. Looks like you do have some sort of lip there. Looks like you do have side skirts as well. I don't know, are those factory? I don't think so. Zoom in here, folks. No, those are definitely not factory. That looks amazing. That works so good with the body lines. This is a very OEM plus car, which I am such... Ooh, carbon fiber hood. Didn't even notice that before. Dude, this thing is gorgeous, man. I would love to build one of these. These Lexuses are so clean, man. Like, it takes so little to make them look so good, and especially with this, he did so many subtle things, but it all comes together. Like, this is This is beautiful, man. I'd be really curious to see how it looks without the roof rack. Honestly, it does work with this car, but without it, I'm curious. I got to give this one a 9. I love this car. This thing is sweet. I can't tell you if you have the duckbill or not, like if you have the different trunk. It looks like you do have the diffuser. Let's see if we can zoom in here. Let's see if we can see anything else that I might be missing. I can't tell, but I know he does have the diffuser. But dude, shout out to you, man. Photos are great. Totally side topic. If you guys want to see me doing a rating my subscribers or rating my followers photography, I'm kind of reluctant to do that because even though I've made videos kind of like trying to give tips and tricks, photography really is an art and everyone sees things differently. So I don't want to critique someone's photography if they think it's perfect, just because my opinion really doesn't mean anything. But it might be a cool way to maybe give some of you guys exposure. So if that is something you want to see, let me know in the comments. But this thing is gorgeous, dude. I got to give you like an 8.5 to 9. I don't know what I would change. I'd be curious to see how it looks without the roof rack. But dude, gorgeous car, Chris. Appreciate you submitting the photos. Keep it up with the photography stuff, man. You're extremely talented and you got a beautiful car. I would be taking photos of that thing every dang day. So thank you, bro. Keep it up, my friend. Next up, we got my brother from another mother, Ludwin. So shout out to my dude Ludwin here. These are my photos too. We just did this not too long ago. This was like a month ago. But nonetheless, he has a newer Tacoma. This thing is sweet. As you guys know, I'm a sucker for black cars. I own 2, and Ashley has one. I always tell myself I'm never getting a black car again because the upkeep, trying to keep them clean. If you guys own one, you know the deal. Clean it 5 minutes later, it's dusty. But I love this truck. So I didn't really know much about Tacomas until he got one, and I did a little bit of research on him. Pretty sweet truck. Now I love this. This is so good. So I'm a huge sucker, and this is kind of what I want to do with the 05 is I want to do like a bronze wheel with the black. I just think those colors contrast so well. Plus he has kind of like the off-road tires, which looks nice. I don't remember. I think he did, it's either a 4 or 6 inch lift. I think it's 4 inch lift. And then these I think are 33s. I don't think they're 35s, but I could be wrong. Ludwin, you'll have to let me know if you're watching this. Chime in the comments. He also got the tint done. This thing sits really nice. That's the cool thing about these Tacomas is that already in stock form, like they look so good. The one thing I would change, and I think he talked about doing, is I think having this TRD grille, the Pro, would look really, really menacing. I think that would add a really nice touch to the truck. So that is something I would do. And I don't know if this bumper is any different. This looks extremely aggressive. That's not to say that this doesn't, but I can't tell. I don't know if that's the same. But I think those two things would make the world of a difference. I know he talked about possibly doing different headlights, but these still look good. Nonetheless, super clean truck, dude. I mean, I got to give it like a 7.5 to 8. Looks fantastic. To be like a 10 on this one, it would probably have to be something super, super crazy. Takes super good care of this thing. Looks phenomenal. Yeah, I drive this all day. This would be the perfect daily. So thank you, bro, for submitting that. Looks killer. Next up, we got Manuel. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Looks like we got a new SGT here, so very, very nice. Looks like we got the Mach 1 grill delete, so we got the floating emblem, which is a big plus. I cannot stand the regular grills. I just don't know why they look kind of old. This really kind of refreshes the car. I believe this is like a 99 to 01 hood where it has like the sunken in hood scoop. It's not like the one that protrudes out. We got LED fogs, Mach 1 grill, or I'm sorry, Mach 1 shin spoiler. Looks like we got the Celine wheels and chrome, which looks nice. I believe this car is black, so the black on chrome, you guys know I'm a sucker for that. So that looks really good. Overall clean. It does appear that he is lowered. If I had to guess, this is on lowering springs because the gap from factory is nuts. I'll insert a picture of my Cobra here. It's set, like, no joke, guys, like as big as my forehead. No, it's set super, super tall. So this is definitely lowered. It looks good. Nice photo with the Chicago background. I think I know where these warehouses are. Okay, so actually I'm pretty sure I know where this is. Nice photo. I mean, it looks like it's a phone photo, but nonetheless, fitment looks decent. I'd say if we could lower this thing a little bit more, just to give it a little bit more of an aggressive look. Does he have, I think those are still the stock side skirts. We've got the GT side scoop. So all in all, simple build. It's clean. Looks like you got a nice meaty tire in back, which is awesome. All in, oh my goodness, dude, you live right by me. If this is what I think it is, which is Kindercare, and then that's the church, and then there's the car wash over there. You live like, no joke, like 2 minutes from my parents' house. So I think that's where this is. But yeah, no, it looks clean. I like these wheels a lot. I almost bought a pair of black Celines because I think this is just like a timeless look on the new Edge. Can't go wrong with that. All in all, clean carb, man. A couple things I would do is it looks like you do have tint too. I would change it up. I'm a big fan of having like the clear reflectors in the headlights. I think that would be a nice touch. And then I didn't really get to see the back of the car, so I can't really give you any input there. But no, dude, nice and clean, man. Appreciate you submitting the photos. I'm gonna give this one a solid like 7. Clean, simple. I'd rather see ones that are simple and not overdone because I see a lot of guys that go maybe a little over the top for my liking. So super clean, bro. Keep it up. I think I've seen you on Instagram too. So if you ever want to get together for some photos or whatnot, let me know, bro. But thank you so much for submitting those photos. Next up, we got Joshua Big T. So, whoo, baby. This thing is gorgeous. Now, again, this is going to be one of those stance builds, so take it easy in the comments, but this is beautiful. This is one of the homies. He is part of our California chapter in Evidence. If you guys don't know, I own that brand. It's a team/brand. We sell merchandise, but we're all about the family aspect, and he is one of our members. So shout out to you, my dude. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, this thing is sick. I believe these are SSR wheels. I don't know the exact like model number of them, but they look super, super good. It appears he does have the carbon fiber trunk, and I believe he also has his roof wrapped black, which is a big plus. This thing sits so, so nicely. Oh, didn't mean to do that. We can see in the front here, it appears to have double-digit negative camber, which it's hard to pull off. But guys, look at that fitment. I can't zoom in anymore. Dude, you are like sitting in between your tire and your lip, which is crazy. A lot of people cannot pull that off. So that right there is heavy style points. I believe this is a 10th gen. It's either 9th or 10th gen. These front ends do look very aggressive. Excuse me. Definitely a big fan. A couple things I would change is I would see how this looks with maybe black mirrors. That could be played out. I don't know. Honestly, I take that back. It does look good white because it has the black accents down here. Tint, my friend. You fish bowling. It will look really good with some dark tint because you kind of had the panda vibes going on with the white and black. But dude, this thing is clean. I'm a huge fan. I'm stoked to have you part of the fam. But dude, that fitment is on point, man. That is dialed. It also looks like you have chrome lips, or if those are polished, my God, you spend a lot of time to keep those looking perfect. I think this is like, Honda has a name for it. I think it's like the HPJ or HJP something, but it's their like ground effects kit, and that makes a big difference. It looks really, really good. The only thing I wish that they would do, and I know it's a 4-cylinder, so like it wouldn't make sense to really have dual exhaust, but that would be kind of cool. But nonetheless, dude, this thing is all about style, and you got it dialed. I'd love to see the interior if you have anything done to that. But nonetheless, my friend, solid. For stance, we got to give this boy a 7. Overall, it's a 7. Stance really brought it up. It's a simple build, but that fitment is just gorgeous. All right, next up, we got my boy Alan, a.k.a. Uncultured Media. We got his... It is a Volkswagen. I have no clue what this thing is. I think it's a Golf. I'm pretty confident it's a Golf. This thing is kind of hard to tell in photos. It is like a peach color. It is very cool. Now, I got to do this to you, bro. I hate to do this, but I got to keep it a hundo. JNC's reps. So, not to bash you. Nothing wrong with that. I try not to discriminate when it comes to rep wheels, but we gotta keep that as a factor here with the rating scale. But we do have the front mount. This thing is, I believe, a 1.8 turbo, and it sounds good. It 2-steps like a mofo. I don't know if he has a black grill. Okay, he does have a black grill. I was gonna say he has a grill delete. I like the headlights. It has like 15 different bulbs going on here. Homie can see into 2042. He does have tinted windows, which is a plus. I mean, it's definitely, and he's static. So this sits, I believe he's static. I'm like 99% sure. But really good fitment. If he was bagged, I'm sure he could just go boop and sit right, fender to lip, or he'd even maybe tuck a little bit. This car, I did see it once in person, and he was having some issues with it. I believe since then he has sold it. So I'll be honest, this body style is not kind of my favorite, but all in all, I'm going to give him like a 5.5 because we have some paint missing here on the bumper. There's some other, my man. All right, we're up to a 6 now because he has my decal. Now this thing was different, so like I got to give him props because he did a lot of things to this car. Like I think that really does account for something because a lot of people buy cars and don't do anything, whereas he did all this himself. So shout out to you, bro. I'm gonna give it a 5 just because of the fact that the wheels and you sold it. It had a lot of potential, a few small things. Like if we could have got a little bit more camber, we could have got you to sit fender to lip and touch up some of the body stuff, we'd easily be talking like a 7 or 8. But thank you, bro, for submitting. Check him out, guys. He's a phenomenal photographer, uncultured media. He's my boy, Alan. Appreciate you submitting those. And then today we're going to wrap it up with my boy, James Dynan. Hopefully I'm saying your name correct. And here we got another Volkswagen. Seems to be the trend of the day. But we have a Golf GTI with a fatty intercooler up front. And the plate is style points right there. It's a dub. Love it. Okay, it looks like you're from New York. That was a terrible accent, by the way. Do not judge me too hard on that. But this thing does look good. It looks rather stock, but let me read the description because I believe, yes, he's full bolt-on, upgraded turbo, ethanol, 400 wheel horsepower, so she scoots. Whoever took this photo, we gotta talk about the editing process a little bit. But nonetheless, let's hop right into it. So Mark VII, so without a Mark 7, I think, if my Roman numeral skills are up 2 point. But I love that plate. Like you got, looks like you have a nice exhaust going on there. These, I believe, hope I'm not butchering this, Anki wheels, which I kind of like these. They do not look bad. You have the fitment to the point where it's a little tucked in, but I get it. You're definitely going more performance versus aesthetics. Shout out to you. It's a dub 17. That rings a bell. I feel like I have seen you on Instagram. So if you came from my Instagram, shout out to you. Appreciate the support. But this does look nice. Definitely an OEM plus on the performance side of things. Here's a good photo. This is the best one I think so far. Looks like we have the red painted calipers. These wheels are nice. This angle really does them a lot more justice. They kind of remind me of like the Mustang RTR wheels. One thing I would do here is I would definitely go for some tint because it looks like we got a little bit of a fishbowl going on. Now, some people prefer that. No, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Just my little 2 cents here. But the front mount is cool. Low-key, this would be a sleeper if somehow, I don't remember, do these come with like a grill on the bottom? You probably cut it out because I know like some like 370 guys do that if they're boosted. So that looks cool. If you had something to kind of cover this up, most people would probably have no clue. I mean, these things can't weigh that much. So 400 wheel, you got to be scooting. Oh, see, this is sweet. I'm trying not to zoom in on your no-no spot here, but this looks awesome. I love like kind of the old, kind of gives me like a Porsche vibe with the old seats. So that's super cool, the stitching and whatnot. I love that pattern. It just is really nice. I'm assuming this is a stock wheel, but it's nice because it's not quite a flat bottom, but it almost is, and that looks good. Looks like we have a couple gauges going on. We have the AFR gauge, we got boost gauge, access port. I think that's what that is. And in typical Volkswagen fashion, we have a check engine light. R.I.P. my friend. No, just kidding. I've heard that they like come from the factory with the check engine light. Hopefully you guys don't roast me too bad, but that's all I've heard. Looks like we do have the manual, unless, yeah, it's definitely manual. I don't know. I'm assuming these are like a 6-speed or whatnot, but I'm sure, dude, this thing has to be a mini go-kart. But super clean, man. Appreciate you. NMDs, that's a plus too. NMDs are super comfortable. Yeah, dude, all in all, this thing I'm sure rips. You wrapping it? I don't know if that's just like an editing mistake. I don't know. But all in all, nice car, bro. This thing probably, like I said, moves out for performance-wise. We're going to give this one, overall, we're going to give it a 6 just because it's definitely more performance-based versus aesthetic-based. But still, aesthetically, it looks good. Your fitment is nice. So, honestly, we're going to go 6.5. 6.5, that's fair because this thing has quite a bit of work done to it. Modification, engine-wise, performance-wise. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. We have like 10+ more submissions. I just don't want to burn you guys out and make this a 25-minute video. So, if you enjoyed the video, please, please, please drop a like. If you guys want to see more of these, let's set a goal right now. I'm thinking, let's say 15. If we can hit 15 likes on this video, we will do another video of rating your guys' cars. If you would like to be part of this series and an upcoming video, if we hit the 15 likes, check out the link in the description or just check out for my email. It'll be the first thing. It'll be svtevan03@gmail.com. So please send in like 2 to 4 pictures of your car, and you can also send in a description if you like. But one thing to do is also add your Instagrams, so that way I can give you guys a shout out and hopefully get you a couple followers if people enjoy the build. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed, again, please be sure to drop a like. It helps the channel a lot. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this, if you like this style of editing, or if you like this style of video, because I'd love to do more. But nonetheless, thank you guys. I really appreciate everyone that tuned in. You guys are the realest, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Later, guys.